on Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live. We're in Kitchen Theater at Sullivan University with the two top chefs from Churchill Downs, the twin spires of the kitchen, if you will, and they're revealing the secrets to the mansion. The Manhattan salmon, the cocktail turned into an entree, and our very own Tim Laird is shaking up a thoroughbred punch. You don't want to miss the secrets to that. It starts right now on Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live.
From Kitchen Theater at Sullivan University, this is Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live with your host, Kentucky's own Kevin Harnett, and America's Chief Entertaining Officer, Tim Laird. Here now, ready to reveal the secrets, Kevin Harnett.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the special edition. It is a Derby edition of Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live, and you are in for a treat. We'll be sharing the menu to what they'll be serving in the new mansion. You don't want to miss this. The two top chefs from Churchill Downs join us right here. But first, as we begin our show, as always, let's welcome our host, Tim Laird. Come on, Kevin. Look at this. Unbelievable. They're a great-looking group, and they're a hungry group.
They are. So we want to get cooking here pretty soon.
We really do. We're going to learn these secrets. You know, the mansion, the fantastic development that they've put out at Churchill Downs. I mean, the top of the top eat there. I don't even know what they're serving yet besides the Manhattan salmon, but we're going to learn something else.
Well, what's fun about that is we can't afford to be out there, Kevin, but we get to taste the food that they're going to have out there. So
exactly.
That's a bonus for us.
And you're making a cocktail a little later on.
A thoroughbred punch that's delicious and great for Derby entertaining.
Let me get out of the way and let's get started.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin Harnett. By the way, it's a great day to be in Kitchen Theater. Oh, we have a very special theater today. Welcoming all our good friends from Northwestern Mutual are here in the house tonight, so we're excited of that. We're also excited to talk Derby and Derby food. So without further ado, I want to bring on the executive chef from Churchill Downs, JoJo Doyle.
Oh, wow. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, JoJo.
Thanks for having me.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Now, you cook for everybody out there, and I know you have, Millionaire's Row, but now the mansion. We got to take it up another level.
Another step.
Another
level.
Another step.
Yeah,
another level.
Incredible.
Because you didn't have enough to do already.
No, we decided to totally blow out the top floor, invite 300 most exclusive people in the entire world, apparently, and we've raised the bar even higher. So my back hurts from jumping, but we got there.
And I'll tell you what. And again, from a chef point of view, I mean, you have a pretty, aficionados in the food world there. So
we're not just on the stage at Churchill, but for the entire state of Kentucky. So it takes great pride in, for me, as a little guy from Tallahassee, Florida, to get up here and say, hey, we know how to cook, and we're going to throw down for you, but you got to represent the tradition, the history of the state, and horse racing. So it's quite a task.
What are we going to start out with?
Well, we're going to start out with something today, with 25,000 people we're going to feed on on Oaks Day.
Just Oaks Day.
Just Oaks Day, and then another 25,000 on Derby Day, so that's 50,000 people. We're going to cook some chicken. I had them marinating. I like to marinate a lot of the chicken. We'd like to do a brine. That's one of the greatest ways to keep the chicken nice and moist. I go about a third sugar, some water, and I bring it to a boil and let the sugar salt, and I like to use pickling spice where I came from.
Oh!
That's a quick, because it's got
nice
the juniper, it's got the bay leaves, it's got some crushed peppers in there.
Great idea.
Let that soak overnight. You can do that with your turkeys, you can do that with chicken. Pull it out of the brine, damp it off. I already dampened these so they're not all drippy wet. Hit it with just a tiny bit of salt. Now that bad boy is going to be the best piece of chicken you've ever had. See how the oil's nice and hot? It starts to dance around a little bit. It's really fast moving. It's got legs. Like a wine.
Oh, it does.
See
that?
Nice I don't know if the GoPro's got.
I've never done that with a pan of oil. Checking for the legs.
Checking. What are the legs like in that? Smoky.
Very nice.
Right. So once it starts moving quick, it's pretty hot.
Good vintage.
Do you hear it?
I do. I hear the sizzle.
Just a little tiny bit. Yeah.
And that's the other secret you talked about. You dried that off after the brain because otherwise it would steam itself, right? So you want to really get it caramelized.
Now, that sound is about where you want it. You can get really hot, but I have like a cheap microwave above my stove at home. So just a little tip at home, don't get the pan too hot. If you put the chicken in there, it could catch on fire. So as you can see it's searing, it's doing a beautiful job. I'm gonna kick our grits on.
Oh yeah.
I made a pimento cheese grits.
That looks great. Oh my
So
gosh.
literally like pimento cheese folded into some buttery creamy grits. It's gonna be tasty.
That looks tasty.
Can you say it like that?
Tasty.
What? That just happened right there. Did you? I didn't expect him to do that. I like that. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm gonna go over here through the magic of TV.
Here we go. We put it in there. What is that? About 350?
Yeah, that's about 350.
Oh, and how long was that,
What?
Chef?
Did that just happen?
Wow.
And the chicken is done.
It's also a magic show.
Yes. Like I like to rock that chicken about 350 in there. It'd be nice. And you can just. Some people like to deglaze in the beginning and they put it in the oven and let it rock about 12 minutes. That means cook in technical terms, let it rock. The chicken's done. It's nice and seared.
Beautiful.
We're gonna start with some chicken demi. It's a sauce, it's a French term, it's a cooking term. You take chicken stock and you reduce it from bones. Everybody knows what a chicken stock is, right? It's like you take all the chicken, carrots, onions, a little bit of water, and you cook for about 2 hours and you strain, you reduce it. And then you reduce it some more, and then you reduce it a little bit more.
So you go from
And then when it shakes like Jell-O, you know it tastes good. You can see that?
That's flavor.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
all.
flavor.
That's all chicken stock. So
And
that
it's
was
all
like
concentrated. That's
it's all
why
concentrated.
like, boom. So a little of that goes a long way, but it takes a lot of chicken stock to come down to this.
Yes,
this,
that's
level, right?
That's 500 chickens.
So for doing the
I'm
math at
serious.
home,
No, I'm messing with you. See, you can smell. I've added honey. I'm gonna push it over to the side, because I had some of the fond in the bottom that I deglazed with the demi and the honey.
the
I'm
fond
gonna-
is that
the
good-
fond
goodness
is
from
the
the
sweet
chicken?
love in the pan. That's that brown stuff. Everybody's like, oh, what's that? And then somebody let me borrow this awesome like pepper mill, and I'm gonna put this over into the side. Now this is a black pepper honey gravy. So
Okay.
what you got to do is we got to put some grits on the plate.
All right, chef.
Now you could serve this in a bowl. The grits were done earlier. Now, listen, I try not to get in the way of the food. I try not to get too pretentious.
Right.
Is that a good word?
I like that word.
Okay, about food. I try to stay simple. I try to stay true to it. If you want to serve this in a bowl, go ahead. I'm not going to be mad at you about it. Okay, look, right there. Just put the chicken on it. The gravy's done. We'll just sauce this. Now look,
Wow.
I'm going to just garnish a little bit, okay? Look. You sear your chicken the night before, you make your grits a couple hours before, plastic wrap them like you saw me do. Because plastic wrapped. You just let them sit there, pull all the chicken out, pop it in the oven, your guests come, you drink the cocktail. Take the chicken out of the oven, drink another cocktail. Put it on a plate, put the sauce on it, get another cocktail, slice the chicken, and enjoy.
That is absolutely awesome. And
Pan-seared,
Pan-seared.
black pepper,
boom.
honey demi, with pimento cheese grits.
Pimento cheese grits. Wow.
Tasty, tasty.
Stick around. When we come back, you're going to learn the secrets to a Manhattan salmon. The cocktail turned into an entree. Sounds delicious. And wait until you see how easy it is. That's coming up next on Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live.
Sullivan University's Secrets of Louisville Chefs is presented by Sullivan University, your career university. Beef, it's what's for dinner. And PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
Considering a hospitality career? Consider Sullivan University. Sullivan offers hospitality degrees in culinary arts, baking and pastry arts, beverage management, event management and tourism, professional catering, hotel and restaurant management, personal private chef, and more. You can stair-step from a diploma or associate's degree to a bachelor's degree, on campus or online, days or evenings. So get cooking. Your hospitality career begins today at sullivan.edu.
Get the beautiful smile you've always wanted with KLEIN Dental Group. Straightening, whitening, cleaning, and restoration. We make it comfortable and easy. KLEIN Dental Group on Thierman Lane, making smiles in Louisville for more than 20 years.
Spring is finally here. It's so fresh, and so is the menu at Ditto's. With Thai salmon, glazed fresh salmon, sizzling stir-fry vegetables, and seasonal rice. Ditto's Grill. Delightful, delectable, delicious. It's gotta be Ditto's. Bardstown Road at Grinstead Drive.
Experience Volare. Impeccable service and Italian cuisine. The ultimate for special occasions, whether it's romance for two, private dining, or corporate events. Get discounts with gift cards. Experience Volare. 7 days a week on Frankfurt Avenue.
Not only does Kentucky have the fastest racehorses and the finest bourbons, but also the only Bloody Mary mixer made especially for bourbon drinkers. Bloody Kentucky is a generations-old recipe born in the early days of bourbon country, and now it's available in retail stores and fine local bars. Bloody Kentucky, great with vodka, even better with bourbon. Bloody Kentucky, it's the way we chill back in the hills.
Cozy up for casual fine dining at Gary's on Spring. Contemporary American cuisine in a warm, inviting atmosphere. Enjoy happy hour or an exquisite dinner from Chef Harold Baker. Gary's, just off Lexington Road on Spring Street, miles apart from the rest. Gary's on Spring.
Love where you live. Design your home with Details. You'll find all your furniture here. See our exclusive lines of sofas, chairs, lighting, and home accessories. Furniture made your way with grace, elegance, and style. Plus custom cabinetry and granite countertops. Come browse our showroom and meet our experienced team of designers. We'll make sure you'll love where you live.
Details on Shelbyville Road across from Lake Forest and online at detailsint.com.
Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live, the special Derby edition, where you're learning the secrets from the top two chefs at Churchill Downs. We've got much more to come on learning the secrets in just a minute, but we have to have quality control around here. What do you say? Tanya Gresham is here, and Tanya, you're the lucky person that got chosen out of this wonderful studio audience to come down and take a taste. What do you think about that?
I'm excited about it.
We've got a number of guests here from Northwestern Mutual. We're glad to have you all in Kitchen Theater today.
Thank you very much.
Well, why don't you go ahead and take a taste here? We'll see how it goes. I know you've just had a baby, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 month old.
1 month old.
Yes.
Everybody wave hi to Brooklyn there.
Hi, baby.
She's waiting on your taste. Let's see how JoJo did. JoJo Doyle. Easy for me to say. The executive chef at Churchill Downs with the grits, the chicken. Very good. 2 thumbs up I see there. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tanya Gresham. Tim, we've got another one of Churchill's chefs here who's about to prepare another fantastic dish.
You bet. Absolutely. That's great.
Take it away.
You're probably going to go have a taste yourself.
You just work
over
there.
I know what you're doing.
Tanya and I will work over here.
Yeah, Tim, you go ahead. I want to taste this dish. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm happy to introduce, as JoJo Doyle said, he has a lot of great team members out there. It's not just him, but a fantastic team. JoJo Doyle always talks about his team and recognizes everyone to make it happen at Churchill Downs. And here's another one of the top chefs. Here he is, Chef David Danielson.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Before we start talking about the dish, give us a little bit about your background, Chef. You cooked all over the world and recently Chicago?
I have. I moved down here to Churchill from Chicago a couple years ago. Very fortunate. I'm very excited to be down here. My background was doing global events from the Olympics to PGA, Beijing, all over. And this was, on my bucket list. I've always wanted to be involved with the Derby. And I'm very happy to be down here and proud to be part of the team down here cooking for it. So
what a great team, great staff. You guys are always killing it every year, making us proud of what you do from everybody that comes in from all over the world to the Derby. You guys do it the best. So
it is. It's a great event. It's the largest event that I've ever been part of, and probably one of the most challenging and rewarding as well. So
you get it all.
It's all good.
Now, I'll tell you what, Kevin talked about this dish earlier and was teasing it, but tell us about this new dish.
One night I was drinking a couple Manhattans and just thinking about the cherry and the different notes and the bitters and that, and we said, hey, you know what? Let's try and cure some salmon and play around with this. And
wow.
So this is what came out of it. So I'll show you a little bit how we do it.
Excellent. Great, Chef.
So This salmon, again, this is coming down from Vancouver. Really, really fatty, really, really beautiful salmon, okay?
That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
If you've never cured fish, if you've never cured salmon, it's really, really a lot easier than people would think. So, but in order for us to really make this the Manhattan, what we first do is we take this fish, it comes in whole sides. What we're gonna do, we have a little bit of our favorite Woodford right here. So
it never leaves my side, Chef. I always have that.
Beautiful. I'm gonna hang out with you
more.
more.
Hanging out with
exactly. So what I usually do for about one side of this, it's about 3/4 of a cup of Woodford. So what we're gonna do is flesh side down. We let that sit. I macerate this salmon in the bourbon for about an hour, 2 hours. Okay. So while that's sitting, then what we need to do is take the rest of the flavors from the Manhattan. So any cure for fish is basically equal parts salt and sugar.
Right,
So we started with the exact same thing, but what we've done here is we've taken some flavors out of the Manhattan. So we took the cherries, we used a dried, really, really nice dried Bing cherry, some orange zest, some cracked black peppercorn, a little bit of bitters in here. And what we did was we made this kind of curing salt, okay?
Got it.
So this has got all the flavors that would be in that Manhattan. So what we do is once this is macerated, we take this and we're gonna put this salt mixture and sugar cure into it. We put plenty on the bottom, and then we're gonna completely cover the top of this with this curing. So anyways, we take this, we put this in the cooler.
Okay.
So when you cure, one of the things you have to look at is the size, the fat, and the width of this fish, okay? So this really nice salmon, this sits for about 30 to 36 hours. We let this go, I flip it a couple times, mix it around, and just make sure that it's all the way cured all the way through. After about 36 hours, 30 hours, we take this out, we'll rinse it off, and this is what we wind up with, okay?
Wow.
This has been completely cured, so it's totally dried out, but it's still really, really moist because of the high fat content. Right. This is just gonna melt on your mouth. One of the reasons we decided to do this way is there's so many different uses for it. I'm gonna assemble a little salad here for everybody. Here's the last little ingredient here. Because we know bourbon, 51% corn, we've got a little bit of whipped corn juice, okay? So what we did was we took whole ears of corn, we cut the kernels off, we ran them through a juicer, we made this corn juice. We thickened it up into a little bit of a pudding.
Oh, yeah.
We take the husks off, we roast them in the oven, and then we use that to make a little bit of roasted corn stock that we thin this back down with, and we just whip it up so you get this nice kind of corn, really, really light.
That's a unique take on what would be a normal a corn pudding that people put, sugar and just the whole corn or the cream corn and bake it, but I mean, this sounds interesting.
So, and it tastes great. It's all gonna go together. So we got this little southern type of salad here, okay? So we're gonna put a little bit of salad on the plate.
Now, with that corn, is that going to be a little sweet too? Or just kind
yeah,
of a nice
no, you know what?
texture and sweet and everything
Actually,
else?
it's sweet from the natural sweetness of it.
Right.
But there's nothing else to that. The big thing is it's just really, really fresh, clean flavor that you're going to get off that corn. So we're going to slice.
That's a big knife, Chef.
Hey, it's a big fish. All right.
That's what I call a chef's knife, right? See, it's the chef, and there's the knife.
We're going to slice a little bit of this, nice and paper thin.
Oh, look at that.
As thin as we can get it. So, a nice little pile. Again,
oh my gosh.
You can garnish it up with a little bit more nuts, but you've got this beautiful salad, sweet. You got the barbecued nuts, a little bit of the corn, and then you've got this lovely kind of Manhattan cured smoked salmon.
My God, that is awesome. Oh.
That's the way to start a nice Sunday brunch.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, Tim Laird is mixing up something of his own. He calls it the Thoroughbred Punch. What's in it? How easy it is to make. He's going to share the secrets to that. You know him as the creator of the Oaks Lily and the Peach Julep. Well, now he's sharing the secrets to this, and it's coming up next on Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live.
Taste bourbon country in a whole new way on the train. My Old Kentucky Dinner Train. Ride in a restored 1940s dining car with impeccable service and fine Southern-style dining made from scratch on board by Chef Gil Logan. Take in Kentucky's most majestic scenery while enjoying fresh salads, low-country seafood, or prime rib with an impressive wine list and handcrafted desserts. My Old Kentucky Dinner Train. Lunches, dinners, and special events. Tickets available by phone or online. Get the beautiful smile you've always wanted with KLEIN Dental Group. Straightening, whitening, cleaning, and restoration. We make it comfortable and easy. KLEIN Dental Group on Thierman Lane, making smiles in Louisville for more than 20 years.
Fast, fresh, and local. Gourmet tacos at